Can't wait to go festin' today. Yes, indeed. Little French Quarter fat. Good morning, Salle, and a happy French Quarter Fest Thursday to all. As always on the show, we begin with a prayer. So, let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Today's prayer from John Rayner. When evil darkens our world, give us light. When despair numbs our souls, give us hope. When we stumble and fall, lift us up. When doubt assails us, give us faith. When nothing seems sure, give us trust. When ideals fade, give us vision. When we lose our way, be our guide, that we may find serenity in your presence and purpose in your will. Amen. Mary, the Queen and Mother of the Christian schools, Saint Joseph, our patron, Saint John Baptist de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this lovely Thursday. And yes, today would have been the first day of French Quarter Fest. So as you may, I'm going to come back to the outfit. Don't worry. It also is my dress down day. Every Thursday I dress down. We didn't have a Thursday show last week. So yes, I've been preparing. And obviously you can see our poster has changed. I've changed out Kermit just for a day here. And we've got our French Quarter Fest poster behind me. Now listen, we know the festival's been postponed, and now very sadly they're saying we may not even be able to hold French Quarter Fest in the fall. Just a dagger, just a dagger. The thing we love, and listen, I love Jazz Fest, don't get me wrong, but it's the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, right? And who shows up to play? Bon Jovi, Usher. Hey, the thing that we love about French Quarter Fest, all local musicians and free. So I am really struggling not being able to attend French Quarter Fest today. And now just to assure all of you, I never once on Thursday at around noon, just kind of snuck out of my office. I never did. I never once just kind of walked right out of school to the streetcar stop and got on the streetcar to Canal Street. I would never just kind of walk right in the middle of the school day over to French Quarter Fest. I would never just be jamming and jazzing it up while y'all sitting there in C period. That never happened. It never happened for those past 7 years. It never happened. It never happened. Just so you know, I wanted to assure everyone. So now, a number of announcements here today on the show. Very exciting show. Of course, we've got Thursday Thoughts with JK and PK. We did not hold that last week. John is very, very excited here at 6:30 in the morning. Yes, he is. A few things now. First of all, tomorrow, don't forget, Vinyl Friday, and we get to explore another room in the Kelly house. Yes, the cinematographer, thrilled for that. So as you can imagine, 4 a.m. tomorrow, hazmat suits, flamethrowers will be cleaning like crazy people. So that is tomorrow. We hope you can join us then. And now a few things I wanted to share to sort of get our show going here. You know, Miss Garcia, our lovely and talented guidance counselor, she's constantly sending in tips about, how to get through this shelter in place, this remote learning, this social distancing time period. And very important points, to create your own workspace, right? To separate yourself, to be organized, to help you be efficient. So I had a photo sent in that I feel like I just have to share. This is from Sean Stevens, who created his own workspace. I mean, this is just over the top. So I just want to bring the camera in here. I mean, look at that. Are y'all kidding me? He got the Buddha for serenity, mentioned in the prayer today. Built his own tent. I mean, just incredible. There, Sean, we appreciate you sharing that. I mean, for the true riders out there, we might have to just shack up there one night. I mean, we out hard on the range there. Sean, very, very impressive there. Sean, really, really appreciate you sharing that. And of course, I did have the email. I did have a question regarding one of the new additions to the desk. And asked if this were a representation of an angel here. And no, but thank you for that. I know we had a song regarding our angels, our first responders, our healthcare professionals. This is my representation of my literary hero, Emily Dickinson. And, of course, I love her poetry. And also, ED, I mean, she was into social distancing before it was cool. I mean, before everybody like, come on, man, everybody's doing it. Emily Dickinson, classic poem. Look this one up. I'm not going to read it to you. We're pressed for time. The executive producers, they're already in my ear. I mean, there is no earpiece. Emily Dickinson's poem. They put us far apart, as separate as sea. You got to look that one up, but I just wanted the comfort and serenity of ED right next to me there, so just wanted to share that. And now listen, I got a lot of emails yesterday like, Coach, you had a Tuesday show, no book. You had a Wednesday show, no book. What, you slacking on your Whoa, slow down, whoa. Okay, y'all know my schedule. Midnight to 2 a.m. My 2 hours of reading. That's my time. Cinematographer's been asleep for 6 hours at that point. That's my time. Okay, 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. 5 o'clock, you know my routine. I'm up 4 cups of coffee, my 2 Joe Colas, my Pop Rocks. So yes, I hadn't had a chance yet to get to my book, but I'm going to share it with you right now. This is a 4-star novel now. Okay, this is the Irish novelist Colm McCann. The book is called Transatlantic, and it's about the connections, very important in these times, the connections between America and Ireland. Yes, he is an Irish novelist. Very interesting. He sees these connections throughout a century and a half through the men who were very famous in these time periods, including Frederick Douglass and George Mitchell. He engineered the recent Northern Irish peace process with the Republic of Ireland, but really told through the stories of what some would call ordinary women, of course, who are truly extraordinary. So highly recommend the novel. Then one more announcement before we just dive right in here. Listen, students, International Day. Y'all know what it's like. We would be in the gym, 1,200 folks under the direction of Madame Gravel, everyone sharing their talents. We're trying to do it virtually this year. Okay, so what we need you to do, shoot your video, sharing your talent, whether it's singing, whether it's throwing ping pong balls off 4 pots to get in a cup. Whatever your talent is, 2.5 minutes, email those videos to Madame Gravel. We are trying to hold an International Day virtually. And yes, I may be singing. So there it is, International Day videos to Madame Gravel. And before we go further, you're right. Get right to it. There is no haircut. There is no haircut. Things have devolved. I'm just going to be honest. Things have devolved in the Kelly household. Things are getting tense. When I inquired yesterday after the show, I think it had something to do with the one tripod rating on the photo. When I asked about a potential haircut, this was the response. We have no times available. I was like, what, you got a mouse in your pocket? I mean, now you're using the royal we to refer to yourself. The price of fame, I'm just not even gonna, I'm not hopeless. Hope springs eternal. I'm not hopeless, but I am resigned. There's a chance, I want to prepare. There's a chance I will arrive on set having cut my own hair. I'll try to warn you. I will try to warn you. And now, as you know, following along the course of the week here, it is time for our senior spotlight. Today's softball player, another multi-sport athlete, is the one and only Summer Newmiller. So Summer, congrats. So excited for you. As you all know, Summer, a senior for us at De La Salle, multi-talented. Summer is a basketball player, great three-point shooter. She's got that great follow-through. I love it. Also a tremendous softball. Now listen, not only softball, I'm going to show you the photo of him. Many of you may not notice about Summer. Her best sport, and so Summer, I hope I'm not sharing inappropriately here. Her best sport is flag football. I'm telling you now. I mean, she's like the Taysom Hill of the flag football league, the Swiss Army, that she can do it all. So I'm going to just bring the camera in here. Want to share the photo of Summer. There she is, kind of rounding, looks like second base. She probably just doubled off the wall, taking a nice conservative lead there. She's got the two batting gloves on. She's got her own mask, social distancing, got her own mask. Summer, no doubt, gonna score on a line drive there. And yeah, folks are like, okay, coach, you did the little softball cheer for Allie C, but, I know that was a one-off. And no, it wasn't. It wasn't a one-off. I can get it again. I can get it. So here's for Summer. I'm just imagining myself in the stands listening to the softball girls as Summer comes to bat. It would sound like this. It's not winter, it's not fall, it's summertime, girl, hit that ball. Summer, 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 summer. So there it is, just a little chant for Summer as she comes up to bat for our softball team. And now, sort of the moment I think that many of you, to be honest, though I know we got Thursday Thoughts, JK and PK just around the corner here, I think many of you are particularly tuned in today for the decision that the True Riders have made regarding our next member. As many of you know, someone has qualified, and that person happens to be my mom. So this was very difficult for me. I put it in the hands of the True Riders. I asked them all to vote. I'm going to just tell you now, this was crazy. I mean, not only did the True Riders weigh in on my mom joining the posse, the True Riders. Not only did they weigh, I got emails from folks I ain't heard from since we started the show back in the late 70s. I mean, I got emails one after the other. And I want to make the announcement. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with it. It was almost, and Mom, I know you're watching. It was almost a unanimous vote. There was one vote against. There was one vote against. Everyone else, it was such an overwhelming vote for my mom to join the True Riders. That person, I don't know who it is, that person who voted no rescinded his vote. It is a completely unanimous vote. My mom is now a member of the True Riders, so let's go ahead and give it to her. Congratulations, Mom. Listen now. I mean, I'm just dreading Tuesday's show when I can't call. I mean, I can't put my head there what that show's going to be like. Okay. With her yippee-ki-yays when I call her on the phone. No doubt. True Riders, I'm just warning you. Okay. Just prepare yourselves. We're coming riding through the town, bursting open the doors of the saloon, getting ready to take on some posse of villains, and we're going to hear, would anyone like to play Scrabble? I mean, we're going to be setting out on some all-day ride, pounding through the prairies, going up through the mountains. Who wants to play I Spy? So y'all just prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves for that sort of thing. I'm looking at rewriting many of the True Rider bylaws to make sure we curtail those sorts of instances. So, congratulations, Mom. Thank you to all True Riders for your votes. And everyone who has emailed me, please continue to send me those emails. I so enjoy hearing from all of you. No, I'm not too busy. I know I'm busy. I'm not too busy. I want to hear from you. And now, without further ado, the moment sort of you've all been waiting for. This is the segment of the show. We lost it last week. We had a holiday. We lost it last week. This is the segment of the show where we bring out Senior John Kelly just to share some of his thoughts with the viewing audience about how he's doing during this time period. So without further ado, here's our section, Thursday Thoughts with JK and PK. Come on out here, John. Here we go. Oh, there he is. Oh, what's happening, Big John? How you doing, big man? All good? Yeah, man. It's early in the morning for you, huh? Yeah. I love it. Oh, let me get you right here, man. Absolutely. Everything okay? Yeah. You chilling? Yeah. I got you. We'll tell you. You got the viewing audience here, man. Cav Nation, yeah. So how you been keeping yourself busy here, man?
Just some video games, some schoolwork. Some reading.
A little reading, huh?
Some working out.
A little working out. Well, that's good. And listen, I know you got a lot of time on your hands, and I'm sure watching the show, son.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, here and there.
Here and there, okay. A little here and there. I'll take the here and there. A little bit better than no, not at all. So I appreciate that. What you think of our senior spotlight? Summer Newmiller today, huh?
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, there you go. A little shout out to Summer. Can't beat that. Absolutely. So listen now. You mentioned something in terms of keeping yourself busy. Really important. With the shelter in place, social distancing, to stay fit. And a lot of our viewers have said, man, John looks fit. He looks like he's pretty swole right there, man. He's been working it hard. So why don't you share with the viewing audience here, kind of what how do you stay looking so tip-top there, man? How you stay in shape? Well, you got a little Pilates maybe? Little yoga, little Tai Chi on the beach? You got something, what you got to stay in shape?
Just working out with the dumbbells that we have at home.
Oh, so you pump a little iron.
Yeah.
You like in that hard prison yard, huh? You pumping that iron. I got you. You got working little dumbbells. I got you. Okay, yeah. Good. And you got your bench up, man. You like 270?
No, we don't have a bench.
Oh, my bad. We don't have a bench. My fault. That's right. Not letting them go to school to live. No bench. So you're just kind of doing the curls. And what about for the cardio, man? How you get that heart rate up? How you get that?
Running.
You running?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here and there.
Here and there running. And now listen, I know you may not have seen this particular show yesterday. I know you didn't see it, but we had one of our viewers talked about, very excited that viewer had just started riding bikes. And then I did a little song on a bicycle. It was kind of impressive there, a little melody, brand new key, great song. Have you had a chance to get out on a bicycle, man?
Yeah, I've been on the bike every day.
Oh yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Man, I hope you're putting air back in them tires. Shoot. Oh goodness. So let me ask you. So where you ride, man? Where you take it through?
I take it through Audubon Park a couple times.
Okay.
Usually.
You joining up with your own version of the True Riders? You got a True Rider posse as y'all get on the bikes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a bike gang.
You got a bike gang?
Yeah.
Y'all got like the leather jackets and the helmet with the spike on it. You got like a little Mr. Charles action working, right? Shout out to Mr. Charles, yeah. The chopper style, Mr. Charles, yeah, no. So you got a bike gang, huh? Y'all social distancing.
Yeah, sure.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. There we go. Executive producers, get ready to work your editing magic. Now, I hope you're careful, on those bikes, right? I know you're all helmeted. But uptown, man, you gotta be careful with those potholes, huh?
Yeah.
How about that? Just a yawn to make sure everyone knows we're shooting here at 6 a.m. Thank you for sharing that, John. You'd be like Evel Knievel coming out of those potholes. Yeah, you're right. So now listen. So we know that basically every time we have John on the show for Thursday Thoughts with JK and PK, we kind of put him on the spot. We play either or. We make him choose. So listen. This time it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, I'm gonna call this Rapid Fire New Orleans. A new segment here, Rapid Fire New Orleans. Now listen, many of you don't notice John was actually born in Alabama. I mean, I can show you the scars. I mean, it's the reason he is why he is. So John born in Alabama. In Alabama, those people, they're strange now. They had this thing, the ABCs of Alabama. So when new people like ourselves moved into that state, they would ask you the ABCs. Like A, do you like Alabama or Auburn? And I'd be like, I don't like either of them. B's, what's your favorite barbecue? I was like, I like fried seafood. C's, what church you go to? Now, in Alabama, that means what Baptist church do you go to? In the buckle of the Bible Belt. Now they're like, I'm Catholic. So it's obviously no surprise that we left that state and I have no friends. But that's fine. So we're going to kind of play our own little New Orleans rapid fire here. So John's got to choose one or the other. And it's going to build in complexity. I hope y'all like this at home. So here you go. You ready, John? You ready for rapid fire? Okay, now let me find you here. All right, here we go. Sidewalk side or neutral ground?
Neutral ground.
Oh, neutral ground. All righty. Shrimp or oyster?
Shrimp.
Man, you shouldn't have to think about these. This is rapid fire, not thinking debate. Come on, man. My goodness here. I'm starting to empathize with all of John's teachers at this point. Popeyes or Cane's?
Cane.
Oh, there we go. Now we're stepping up. Professor Longhair or Dr. John? Dr. John, I love it. Yeah, you're right. I hear you, Dr. John. Zion or Drew?
So you can't put me on the spot with that.
Oh, you're going to call that one a toss-up? We'll give one toss-up. That's a toss-up?
Yeah.
One toss-up, yep. I feel you. One toss-up. I hear you there. And now this might be a second toss-up here. We got to put them on JK or PK.
You can't ask me that.
Come on, you gotta go with one, man. I'm gonna put it on you. I'm gonna answer that one for you. I'm going JK all the way. Listen, we appreciate your time there, Johnny. Thank you so much. He was spending time in the green room. We got a nice spread in there. We got some vegetables. Absolutely, got a little Kool-Aid. So you can head on back there, John. Appreciate it, man. Take care, big man. A little hug your parent on Thursday. Yep, thank you very much for that. Appreciate your time as always on this French Quarter Fest Thursday. So just always just awesome spending quality time with John. Now we're going to end with our song of the day. And now listen, I just want to bring this up here before I play this. So listen, England's got the Beatles, okay? Germany's got the Scorpions. Switzerland's got ABBA. We got it better than anybody. We have the Meters. The Uptown Rulers. So, nobody's beating us in this contest. These are the originals. So on this French Quarter Fest Thursday. We're going to end with a meter song. I'm not even going to have to tell you the name of the song because you know it. But I'm just going to make a suggestion, and you heard it here first, Cav Nation. A lot of folks talking about how it's going to kind of be a new normal once we end this COVID-19 crisis. Everything's going to be different. Well, you heard it here first. Here's my proclamation. When this ends and when it is new, let's start this country off on a different foot, on a funkified foot, if you will. So my recommendation is that once we come back to our new normal, that we've got a new national anthem. And this is it. So come on, bring the camera in and let's take it out. Festin style with the meters. The one and only meters. Good for your body, good for your soul. Happy French Quarter Fest. Can't wait to see all of you on Vinyl Friday.